Hey everyone, I'm Coach Hannah, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my race day preparation. So everything that I do in preparation of any one of my races, regardless of the distance. All right, so something that is really important to know is that your race preparation is not just the day of the race. It's a couple of days before the race. So what I start doing a couple days before the race is I will start eating a lot more carbs, bread, pasta, pancakes, stuff like that, because the main energy source that your body is using during a race is carbs. So making sure those couple of days before the race, I'm getting even more carbs. And it's also important that I'm drinking even more water. So they say generally what's good for amount of water per day is 8 ounce glasses of water a day, which I usually get about 8 or 9 or 8 to 10 ounces or 8 to 10 8-ounce glasses of water per day, but I bump that up to about 12 glasses of water a day those couple days before the race. You want to make sure that you're very hydrated for your race. And if you're properly hydrated during the race, what that means is you are going to have more long sustainable energy throughout the race. You're not going to fatigue as quickly, and you're going to have a lower heart rate as well. All right, so that was my nutrition and hydration that I do before a race. The next thing I'm going to talk about is my workouts for my race day preparation. So about a week and a half to 2 weeks before my race, I'll go through a taper. If you guys don't know what a taper is, a taper basically means that for the next week or two prior to your race, you're going to slowly decrease the total amount of miles you're running and the intensity of your runs, so reducing speed work and stuff like that, enough so that your body is able to recover and you get rid of any soreness or tightness you have, but not enough that you lose fitness levels. So I actually have a race coming up this Saturday. It's a half marathon, so I'm currently in a taper right now as we speak, and I'm just doing some light runs this week. And since my race is on Saturday, the last run I'll do before the race is on Wednesday, which is going to be about 5-mile run, easy pace. And then Thursday and Friday, so the 2 days before the race, I will not run at all. I'll just do some cross training like bike or elliptical. All right, so now I'm going to talk to you guys about my preparation for exactly the day before my race. So what I'll do is the day before a race, again, like I mentioned earlier, I'll continue to hydrate a lot and eat more carb-heavy, protein-heavy meals. The night before the race, usually my go-to for dinner is always pasta, with obviously a protein source in there too. So I'll eat that before the race. And then the night before the race, I'll also go through all of my gear, figuring out what outfit I'm gonna wear for the race. So I'll lay that out the night before, decide what I'm wearing based on the weather conditions, and then I'll make sure I have my bib all set up and pins and stuff like that, and make sure that I'm stocked on gels and energy chews that I'll use during the race. Also, something that is very important for race day preparation is sleep. So doctors recommend you get 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night. The night before a race, I make sure to get at least 9 hours. Now my race that's coming up this Saturday, and a lot of my previous races are usually about 7:30 in the morning. So what I'll do, I'll go to bed about 8 p.m. and then the day of the race, I will wake up at 5 a.m. So like I said, I would go to bed about 8 p.m., wake up at 5 a.m., so get 9 hours of sleep. And then as soon as I wake up at 5 a.m., I'll drink 1 or 2 glasses of water and then have a carb-heavy meal. Usually my go-to meal the morning of a race is oatmeal with some fruit or maybe some peanut butter for protein. And so I'll eat that at 5 a.m. With some water. So that's 2.5 hours before the race. That gives me plenty of time for the food to digest. If you eat too soon before a race, you could get some nausea and side cramps and stuff like that, which is really going to hinder your performance. So it's really important to make sure that there's a large enough gap between your meal and when you're racing. Now, it's also very important to go to the bathroom before the race, especially if you're like really trying to get a PR in the race. Obviously, it's going to slow your time down if you're having to go to the bathroom during the race. So I will usually, in my races, I'll usually try to get to the start line about 45 minutes before my wave starts to give me plenty of time to go to the bathroom, get warmed up. So yeah, the warm-up that I do before a race, I actually have a video posted on my YouTube channel of some stretches I do before my runs. I will put that link up here so you guys can go check it out. But yeah, I just do like a nice little warm-up before the run, make sure that I'm really moving constantly when I'm at the start line, because if your body's not fully warmed up and your heart rate is kind of at your resting heart rate at that start line, and then the gun goes off to start the race, and you are going from basically a stop position right into racing, you could get a side ache in that first mile. So you really want to make sure you do a proper warm-up before your race. All right, so I talked to you guys about everything that I do in my race day preparation, the day of the race, and the few days before the race. So now I'm going to talk to you guys about what I do during the race. So what I do during the race, I always bring some electrolyte, amino acid gels, or energy chews that I'll just have in my running vest. I'll usually, for me personally, what works for me is I'll take my first gel or energy chew at about the mile 5 mark in the race, and then I'll take it some more every 1 or 2 miles after that. And then I don't personally carry water with me in races, but every single aid station I go to, I will drink water and electrolytes from that station as well. I hope you guys enjoyed my video about all of the things that I do for my race day preparation. And like I said, I do have a race coming up this Saturday. It's a half marathon. So I will keep you guys posted on that. But yeah, I hope you use a lot of the tips that I do for my race day preparation. I hope you use these tips for your race day preparation as well. And we're starting to get into running season. Or a lot of races coming up. So good luck to everyone out there who has races coming up. And I hope you guys will take the necessary steps to best succeed in the race. I'm Coach Anna, a fitness trainer with a degree in kinesiology. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. And as always, chase those fitness goals.